And welcome back to Grandma Jane's World. I'm here today real bright and early to make some Teatime Tassies. They're like little pecan pies. And the first thing you have to do is, with a mixer, put 3 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, which I've already got in my KitchenAid, and 1/2 cup softened, these should all be softened room temp, butter. Okay, we're gonna make the little crust to them. And then you let the cheese and butter soften at room temp, then blend with electric mixer. Okay, you do that, and it's all blending really easy because it's softened. Then you stir in flour, and then you have to chill in the fridge for an hour. So that takes a little bit of your time, but you can go ahead and go do something else while that's happening. And there's the cup of flour in there, almost, and there's a little out. Put that in. All right. And wipe around the edges of that too. I got a little Mickey Mouse. That's Minnie Mouse. These are so cute. Saw them at a store and I thought, oh, guess what? I have to have these. Okay, all right. Work around the edges there. I'm gonna let it go a little more. And then I'm gonna chill it for an hour. I've already got 2 teacup pans greased. See how they're littler? Little muffin pans, they're little. And they're greased well. Okay, and we'll be back to make the crust in a minute. Bye. Good morning and welcome back to Grandma Jane's World, where I am making these Teatime Tassies. I had the crust dough actually in the refrigerator all night because I didn't get to bake them yesterday. But when I pulled it out today, they was a little bit hard, so I just put it in the microwave for a few seconds. And they're coming out just great. And then you just put them, pat it in. I already got some done, so it won't take so long. Into these Teatime Tassies pans, and just push it around to form your little crust. And then leave those set while you make the filling. And the filling is, of course, brown sugar, an egg, just like you make with pecan pie, vanilla, some butter, and pecans. Did I miss anything? I think that's about it. Mix that up, but what you do is, what I always think is kind of cool with pecan pie and that type of thing, is that you put your pecans onto the crust before you pour your filling on top, and the pecans get glazed and they rise to the top, so I think that's kind of cool. Now this is supposed to make 2 dozen of these, and I'm not sure, I might be making the crust a little bit thicker than usual, but I'm gonna come close to 2 dozen, I guess, in these little pans. Make little cheesecakes in these too, these little pans, which are kind of cool. So it's dark out yet because it's only 5 in the morning, and it's foggy today, they're saying, and we're supposed to get some snow here in northern Iowa, probably tonight, tomorrow, maybe Friday or something like that. So, but the fog I don't like. I don't like that for trying to travel. If anybody has to travel this morning, they got to be really careful. Fog is not good. So, anyway, just about got it here. I think I might be kind of short one. Well, I'll try to take some from another one here to form 2 dozen here. These are so good because they're like bite-sized, so anybody that likes pecan pie knows that it's rich, and sometimes just a bite is enough. For me it is, for sure. My mom loved pecan pie, but I really can't eat a whole piece of it most of the time. Love it, love the flavor, love everything about it, but it's just so rich. So anyway, all right, I've got those done and ready to go. Just let them sit And then the pecan filling is 3/4 cup brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of melted butter, 1 egg I've already got cracked and ready, 1 teaspoon vanilla, and I forgot to plug in the KitchenAid. I'll have to do that real quick. A dash of salt. And when they say a dash of salt, I looked it up, and it amounts to 1/8 teaspoon. So I just put it in between my fingers and put it in there. That's 1/8 or a dash of salt. Okay, now when it comes to the pecans, you can sprinkle them in right away. Like I said, don't put the filling in before, put the filling in after. Okay, let us take some minute to fill those up with some pecans. And I bought the pecan chopped up. Then you don't have to do it. I spoiled myself. And as long as I was making these and not a big pecan pie, I could get away with it. But big pecan pie, you can use chopped, but I sure like the looks of the halves instead. Pecan pie, so pecan or pecan. I've always pronounced it pecan, but Southerners, I think, pronounce it pecan. So, okay, so I got that all done. And, excuse me one moment, I'll go plug in my KitchenAid. Too early to remember everything, I guess. All right. Here we go. I have to kind of turn my dining room around when I go to record. All right, then I'll mix that up. And it's just occurring to me that there is no Karo syrup, which is different. Okay. So I top with the egg mixture, and then the pecan pieces float to the top and are coated and have a nice glazed finish after baking. I bake at 325, which I've got the oven set at already, for 25 minutes, and cool some, but loosen crust with a sharp paring knife while still warm. All right, and that won't take long to whip that up. Okay, my little spatula out here. And then I'm gonna take this off so it's not dripping all over. Just take them out of there. Pour it into each tassie. It takes a dab. Doesn't take too much. These would be good. And they always look so pretty on a tray with cookies. And I usually have dipped almond bark pretzels and scotcheroos, maybe some chow mein noodle candy. Roll out sugar cookies. My grandma Loy's roll out sugar cookies have been a huge hit. And like I told you, I think anyway, if you remember, I won $50 on a Cedar Mall contest, baking contest with them years ago, because the Cedar Mall hasn't been, it got torn down quite a few years ago. But Mom and I decided, what the heck, let's enter it. And she won $100 on orange date bread recipe that's on my website. So it's good stuff, really good. We are so lucky we've had such good bakers and cooks in this family. So, and I'm one to like to share them, because I think it's stupid when people have secret family recipes that they don't share. It's like, life is too short not to share, you know? Somebody asked me, I can't imagine saying no, just not sharing a recipe. That's crazy. I suppose if you had a company where you made, I know there's a place in town where they made really good pizzas. And when that when those people died, that was the end of it. Nobody got the recipe. And that, to me, is really sad. I mean, once, I don't know, that should have been in their will to share that or something. But it wasn't, so people tried to replicate it, but I don't know if they ever have really been able to do it. But those pizzas were, like, I'd go to college and I'd come home and want one of those pizzas. And, you know, when I'd be at college where there's all sorts of pizza places and stuff. But that was just really super special, cool place and really good pizza. So, that's the way it goes. So, anyway, I got a busy day. Tonight's the church 50th anniversary of it being built after our tornado in 1968. And I don't know, was it 1972? I don't remember what is 50 years ago. But it was built. So they're going to have a really good roast beef dinner and lots of side dishes and have mass afterwards. Should be cool. So anyway, here they are, and they are ready to go in, and I'll be right back once they come out. Hey, I'm back, and I've got the Teatime Tassies out of the oven, and they look pretty darn good. I haven't made these for a while. They're still kind of warm, so I'm going to take them out with a little paring knife. They look like a pecan pie. And let them cool out on a plate. Look how easy they slip out of there. Just make sure you have your pans greased good. And that's all it takes. So anyway, you guys have a great day. And if I don't see you before that, have a very Merry Christmas. I'm going to drive a friend out to Arizona right after Christmas. And she wants me to stay for a while, so I will. And I'll golf with her and stuff. And then I'll fly home to sub at the schools again. So anyway, I'm really lucking out on having all these people live places where I can go fly and visit and stay with them. And, and it's wonderful. I'm going to try to put on some of my videos from Orange County when I went out to Laguna Niguel with my friend, because that was a fabulous Halloween party and a fabulous trip. I think it's one of my favorite trips I've ever had with a friend. So anyway, it's worth seeing that part of the country, you know. And there they are. Yum, yum. I ate one already, and they're really good. So have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, safe travels. Love ya. Bye.